So welcome friends to wonderful Mittagong, New South Wales. And I'm here to talk to you about a very special and unique little car. It was a car that was never in the plans. It's a car that the purists love to hate. It's a bastard child of a small group of BMW engineers who believed in something better. It's sometimes known as the bread van, otherwise known as the clown shoe. So what's in the shed today? It's the BMW Z3M Coupe. Hey, that rhymes. Let's go. See, for me, the E36 was peak BMW, but of course, I'm a little bit biased. They were lightweight, they turned the rears, the manuals were available in every single model, and my God, the BMW 6-cylinders of the 1990s, they were just iconic. No one does a 6-cylinder like a 1990s BMW. You know the sound they made? The BMW Z3 was their first run at a roadster for over 40 years, and the Z3 was built on a platform that was a derivative of the E36 series. A lot of the bits were pulled across. There was the front suspension and broader suspension geometry, not the rear, that came from the E30 with its trailing arm design. The interior, including the steering wheel, the seats, the switchgear, the instrument cluster and layout, as well as a few other bits. And of course, amazing 6-cylinder engines. And overall, the Z3 was, it was good. Then BMW M department got their hands on it and they created the Z3M Roadster, which was also good. It was faster, but there was a problem. You see, the topless nature of the Roadster gave it this kind of inherent floppiness, which was a big compromise when it comes to outright performance and driving dynamics, especially when you're driving at the limit. And this wasn't something that the BMW team were really used to or comfortable with. To put it simply, it just didn't meet their standards for driving dynamics. They saw it more as a fun car rather than a real performance car, and that was what they were used to making. That was what they were happiest doing. So a small team of very passionate engineers got together and they did what engineers do best. They took the Z3M Roadster, put a roof on it, got Uncle Chrissy B to fiddle around with the design a little bit, and hey, Gunter, you've got yourself a coupe. The front end of the M Coupe, just like the Roadster, was all business. Sharp, refined, chrome, class, elegance, like a black tie fundraiser that's held at the Ritz-Carlton. But out the back, it was an absolute delicious, meaty festival of thickness. It was like Thick Fest 1997 with 2 C's and 2 S's. Instead of a black tie ball at the Ritz-Carlton, this is like a damn Christmas Day barbecue at your mate Chris the Butcher's house that turns into a 5-day bender between Boxing Day and New Year's Eve. No business, just party. Look at that, just pow, just thick and meaty, no sauce, just juicy meatiness juice, meaty juice meat, meaty. These quad exhausts that we saw on the later E46 M3, this chunky rear deck spoiler, these chrome bezeled analog gauges, these thick ass wheels and chunky tires, and these ovular sporty mirrors that were quite unique for an M car. And unless you didn't want it, you got this glass roof that pops at the rear and really opens up the cabin and gives it that sporty coupe kind of feel. Now what makes this car so special is that it wasn't developed of corporate decisioning, of market share and profitability. This is a byproduct of pure skunk works, passion and ingenuity, and was created ultimately because it was the right thing to do. We must sue the M-Badge, the justice it deserves, exclaimed lead engineer Burkhard Goschel. And Burkhard and his boys, they did create something special. Oh! Up on the merits. demerits, double demerits. So when Burkhardt and his band of cronies finally showed the car to management, it was received with mixed results. Some loved the way that it looked, some absolutely hated the way it looked. But the one thing they all could not ignore was the amazing proposition, the incredible driving experience. Just like building a house, putting a roof on it made all the difference. And now, those glorious M3 engines had a proper body. Yes, my friends, the Z chassis finally learned how to really boogie. Oh, loves to rev. Gives me all Sif revs right now. I can hear it saying to me. Seriously, I can hear those exact words. But there was another problem. You see, they couldn't have the ZM3 Coupe overshadow or cannibalize sales of the E36 M3 or the E46 of the time. So they took the ZM3 Coupe and they detuned the S54 down to 315 horsepower. They gave it only a 5-speed gearbox instead of a 6. Even though the 6 would fit, they gave it a 2.5% longer final drive designed to very slightly blunt the acceleration. And they didn't even market the car. And look what happened. They made it just for 4 years and only made 6,300 of them. And upon launch, it was instantly adored by enthusiasts everywhere for its rebellious spirit, its unique design, and its pure driving pleasure that it brought to the people. A huge, huge thank you to Justin, Kath, and Mark at Colton Classic for lending me this beautiful car. If you want something just like this, get in touch with them. They are the people to speak to and are amazing at what they do. And if you want to lend me your car for the day to make a video, you should do that too. Just get in touch. Finally, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more, and I'll see you on the next video.